Hey everyone, Mark Galloway here. So with 2024 about to come to a close, thank God. Well, this is going to be addressed in another video, which will obviously be my year-end thoughts and my hopes for 2025 onward. But I do want to say thank God 2024 is almost over, because honestly, it hasn't been one of my best years. And that, like I said, that's going to be addressed in the next video that I will make on either the 30th or 31st and upload it prior to the year ending. Anyways, there's only like two things that I do want to clarify. One of them, excuse me, one of them I did say in a few videos back when I did make my last update on the RCs, which is something I am going to touch on. Should I touch? Okay, but yeah. But I do want to start on one thing. Is LegoMTFanTV truly over? I was planning to originally upload this to LegoMTFanTV, the channel itself. I was thinking of doing that, like, you know, wearing my hashtag Mark Crush shirt, the sunglasses, and the belt. But honestly, just with what I've been going through, I just feel like I'm not really feeling doing the gimmick right now, you know. But so yeah, I'm just gonna clarify this right here on this channel. So is LegoMTFan, sorry, for some reason I just can't talk right now. Maybe I'm just dehydrated. So is LegoMTFanTV truly over? The answer, no. So LegoMTFanTV is not over. There's just gonna be a big shift in direction of it going forward. Now, as a full-time show, it's over. There's not going to be any more, like, you know, full-time season of me going to Monster Jam shows throughout, like, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, you know, throughout the year, you know what I mean? It's just going to be me sticking to the independent shows as a whole. But does this mean I'm not going to Monster Jam shows anymore in my life? No. I'm still going to go to Monster Jam shows. But when it comes to recording shows, that I'm going to stop. You will only see like bits and pieces of pictures and clips on my Instagram, Facebook, and so on, which I will leave my Linktree link down in the description below, where it has all the links to my social medias and so and so. But the thing is, with Monster Jam now making the decision to do all the live streams of their events, which is the greatest thing that they can do, being that we can now watch the shows live on air even when we're not there. I do think that's a brilliant move. And with one of the controversial moves that they're doing, like when they air something, like when you see like on the Trons of the stadiums where we're watching the intros and like the big hype intros of like, say, JCBD Gigatron or Sparkle Smash or the Classroom Crusher, trucks like that, Feld is making another excuse to come after the videos and take them down and flag them for, like, you know, a lot of nonsensical reasons, you know what I mean? Like, just because we're watching, like, you know, something on the Tron, like we're recording the intro for the purpose of it, it doesn't mean, like, you know, we're taking your monies or anything like that. Yeah. Now, I know that there's going to be people like you saying, well, just go after Feld, just tell them, hey, this is not acceptable, blah, blah, blah. Now, 50-50 on this. Yes, there is still bits and pieces that I disagree with what Feld is doing to Monster Jam, and I still have issues with what they're doing. But is there good with what they're doing? Yeah, of course. There is still some solid shows that they're still trying to do, and there is some shows there that is still fun to watch, and I absolutely don't entirely have issues with what they're doing as long as they're able to do some stuff right. You know what I mean? But there is still, like, there and so that I still don't like what they're doing. But as also a whole, I also want to take it easy on going to Monster Jam shows as a whole for a reason, that I want to start being more of an independent person myself. I really want to start putting the money to good use. I have to, with what I went through the past 5 years or maybe even more, I want to start, like, you know, paying off my debts. I want to start paying off my credit card. I need to start, like, you know, being much more of a responsible person. and then finally start getting somewhere in life if I want to make it. I'm 20, believe it or not, I'm 27 years old and I barely made it somewhere. And I know there's people saying, well, you started getting behind the scenes and you've been doing some work with monster truckers. And yes, that's true. Absolutely. But this is the other thing. I want to start, although I do want to also put in as much time as I want to do to, like, you know, make videos or maybe even write something to potentially put something maybe in a movie or maybe stuff like that. I do also want to start getting somewhere and start doing more work behind the scenes at independent monster truck shows before I finally start getting somewhere. And also I want to put in as much work for as much videos as I'm able to do. And being that when it comes to a lot of things in as an obstacle and when it comes in my way, I want to start, like, you know, pushing through. And with me having to do 2 jobs throughout the day, it becomes really difficult for me to focus on, you know, so and so. Like I watch YouTube videos because, like, I'm not entirely in a clear headspace. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. So this is why I want to. Maybe I'm not explaining everything, but I hope I explained enough. So this is why LegoMTFanTV is gonna no longer be like a full season as a whole. It's gonna be like an extra. It's just gonna have like extra shows so and so. But as a reminder, is there gonna be any more videos uploaded to LegoMTFanTV, the channel? If I have a show that I have yet to upload, maybe it's a show that got blocked or stuff like that, or maybe I have a show that I still have my files but I haven't got the chance to upload, I will definitely upload. But if there is a video that got blocked and it's not going to let me, that will be uploaded onto MT Driver 316's channel, and I will link it through LegoMTFanTV. So that's the thing. But I hope I explained enough. So yeah, the reason why I'm not going to be filming Monster Jam shows anymore, it's not just because of, like, Feld's controversial choices that they're still making. It's also because I want to start easing up on the shows as a whole. And when it comes to indie shows, I want to travel less. There might be still some shows that I might want to go to, like maybe I could go to the one in Bristol, or maybe I could still go to Charlotte, you know what I mean? And maybe I can even still go to the No Limit RC World Finals in North Carolina. So if I do travel, I want it to be on a less frequent basis now. And I also do want to go to a con there and there. Maybe not so many, but 1 or 2. I still want to do that. But I also want to be careful doing that, because for those of you who go to cons, when you meet a voice actor, like, if you meet them, greatest people you'll ever meet. But it comes at a price, because, like, say if you got like 5, 10 stuff you want to get signed, you better bring your wallet, because you're going to throw your money in a hole like your rent. But yeah, that's the thing. That's why I don't want to do, that's why I have to start, you know, easing up on the monster. That's why I want to ease up on LegoMTFanTV as a whole. It's not just because of what Feld is doing now with the controversial choices. I also want to take it easy now. I want to start being much more responsible than I ever will. And like I said, if you do want to help me out, completely optional. You can also donate to me on my paypal.me page, which will be in my link tree. It's completely optional. It's not required. But if you want to, you could also help me out with that. Because, like, most of the monies that I put out when it comes to, like, say, comic dubs or some vlogs or stuff like that, it costs money. That's the thing. And if I had, like, say, $200,000 in my bank account right now, I would have been doing much better now than I am then. I'd be doing much better then than I'd be doing now. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's the thing. So LegoMTFanTV, like, so no, it's not entirely done, but it's just gonna be much more part-time. So yeah. I do know what I'm gonna talk about next. I'm just trying to see, like, I'm gonna pause this for a second. But also, when it does come to Monster Jam, it'll just be much more local, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's the thing. But hey, you know, you never know. Things could change, but yeah, that comes at a cost. Oh, I just remembered. So I don't know if I would do this in a video. Maybe I'll do it in a post. I don't know. My Comic Dub channel just reached 10,000 subscribers. So that's freaking awesome. So thank you guys so much. Speaking on behalf of that. So that's great. That even happened on Christmas. I'm not joking. So that was great. Comic Dubber 506 has finally reached its first milestone. So that's great. I have something big on the way for that. So just stay tuned for that. It's probably not going to be till January, most likely. Okay, and here's the other thing. And this is a slight update on my RC cars. So for one, so the Slash is still doing pretty good. I do got to test run it to get, let it stretch its legs a little bit when I can. The Emax, it's so-and-so. Like, I'm still trying to put in as much effort, to put in as much care for it, to try to keep it going for much more for it to go for. But it's having problems with, like, the axles and stuff like that. Like, it's stuck in gear, and I don't know, it's hard to explain. So it's kind of like having like gear axle issues and stuff, and yeah, I got to get that taken care of. And one of the battery connectors, like, it got stuck. I pulled, it got stuck, and then it got disconnected, and now like both plugs are in it. So I got to get that fixed too. I got to get more metal axles for the Emax because because it has like so much power, the plastic ones tend to really break easy. So I have to get more metal stuff for that. I also got to see if I can get more metal parts for it as possible. Maybe I might not get everything, but I want to get as much more as I can for it because, you know, I want to make sure it's durable as possible. And with me having the low-C son of a digger, so I'm sure that truck is very durable and stuff like that. And now here's the thing. I said that it's going to be my last RC car that I'm ever going to collect. And here's the thing. Like, for many years, when I was younger, I was very fascinated with collecting RC cars. Because, like, there's some out there that I wanted, and there was some that I thought were so cool and stuff like that. But over time, as I got old, I understood how expensive they are to care for, especially when it comes to electronic and brushless. They cost a lot of money to like put together and repair and to put in as much care for and stuff. And then I realized, oh, this is really tough to keep up with. And when it comes to the son of a digger, there's stuff I have planned for it that I'm still gonna not talk about right now, but I have to realize now that I have to still try to put in as much care for them as possible and run them when I get the chance, especially if I were to run them in competitions. That it's going to be expensive, and you got to get prepared to, you know, get parts for it and so. And it's going to be tough. So, yeah. So after this, I'm not going to collect any more RCs. I'm going to just stick with this Slash 4x4, the Emax 3906, and the low-C son of a digger for years and years until I say, okay, I did what I had with them. I had my time, and it's time to let them go. And then I'll sell them away. I'm not right now, not anytime soon, but in one day in the future. So there's going to be a time when I say I have my time, it's time to let them go, and then have them have owners that have as much care for them as possible. So that's what I'm going to do. So I just have to do with me having to reduce my LegoMTFanTV schedule and me trying to put my money to better use as possible, I have to be careful with what I do with them. So that's where I'm going to go with my RC cars. And plus, I know that my Emax is going to be expensive to fix, and that's also going to be along with my car and stuff like that. But that's the thing. I hope I was able to clarify some stuff for you. If you felt like you were unsatisfied with some of the answers, I'll try to find the better words when I can. But I just wanted to give you much more insight on where I just wanted to give you more insight on what I mean by a couple of these things. The other thing with my RC is that, like, with what I was going through financial reason, I had to sell, you know, the Stampede 4x4, the Bigfoot, some of the RC cars I had over the years and stuff like that. So that's why I'm sticking with just these 3 cars. So no more RCs after this, like no more collecting RCs after this. I just need to stick with, like, you know, collecting parts and try to give them as much care as possible. And there's also going to be some stuff I'm going to do with the low-C Gravedigger and Emax and the Slash possibly. It's going to be very expensive, you know what I mean? If you guys had RC cars or have RC cars, and if you had to go with what I had to go through, you probably would understand. That also goes through, like, when I had to collect monster trucks and stuff like that and try to put the sign-up series all together, you know what I mean? But that's just basically it. Anyways, guys, now I want to end this on a good note, and you'll see me soon on a year-end and New Year's thoughts video that I will make very, very soon before the year ends, probably in a couple days. But I just wanted to give you a much more insight on what's going on with LegoMTFanTV and my RC cars and where I'm going to go there. But I hope I was able to I hope I was able to clarify some things for you. And like I said, if you feel like I didn't clarify everything, I do apologize, and I will address it more on a later note when I'm able to comprehend more words. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys soon, and that's it.